Yeah, it is. The whole, like, clown character is funny. It makes me laugh every time. Like, she's like, I forget who was in there. Somebody was whining about something. She's like, what? Do you want me to call you all ambulance? It's funny. I have no idea what started it, but I know she's going against Florida Man. I know. I don't want to get involved in it. It's just, he's a menace and he knows he is, and he don't care. When you have nothing to lose, you really don't give a shit, you know? He's got he's got a warrant in almost every state for cyber shit. I will listen to him, because while I do like Megan, guys, I just can't stand with OG. And when she's in there telling her lies and shit, it's like, Megan's smarter than that. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe Megan has seen something we haven't. What happened to my face? I don't know. I went to bed, it was fine, and when I woke up, it was like that. And when I woke up, my face was on fire. And that's how I knew. I'm like, something's not right. That's when I started throwing up. I was like, yeah, call the ambulance. The signs of domestic violence. You're like the 10th person that's asked me that, guys. Like, and that's crazy. I was thinking maybe I need to start a series or something on it. The signs, and it's like, what happened? It, like, recently everybody is like breaking up. My tongue ring? No, I'm not going to show you because that's another thing. When I get sick, I have like, my tongue gets really sore. So I'm not going to show you guys because it looks gross. My face don't look red. I put cover up on because I hate when my face is like that and everybody, is it a lupus flare up? It could be, guys. I don't know. Which I'm almost positive it is, but I don't know if I got some kind of stomach thing or what's going on. What was I talking about? Jeez, where's my mind? Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. And everybody always says, what's wrong with your face? What's wrong with your face? Yeah, I get it. It's fucking red. It's flushed sometimes. That's because of the lupus. And it's like, everybody in my house knows that. But they will still walk by me and be like, what's wrong with your face? It's like, bitches, do you have to fucking point it out, bro? I have cooling sticks. I put some on already. I put the cooling stick on, and then I put the cover up on. I tried to cover this up. I don't know what this is. I don't know if Sadie scratched me, but it's like a gash or something. I don't know. Yeah, I stay out of it, guys. I don't like OG. I can't stand with OG. And it's because, I don't know if it's because I'm a silent watcher and I'll just kind of sit back and watch. And OG is a fucking liar. And I can't stand with it. I don't know, guys. I have no idea. I don't even want to get into it. She's a person that can stand right in front of your face and tell you she loves you, but also tell you a bunch of lies at the same time. I don't care for her, never did. And I can't say that because at one point I did. I did like her. But when she was called out for the shit she does and the stealing money for the homeless or whatever it is she did, no, hell no. I need to eat something. I'm scared to eat something because I don't want to throw up. Take a nap. I just woke up. I actually went to bed early last night. I don't know, guys. I got a lot to do today. I got some TikTok reviews to do. And some other shit to do. Yeah, I know. Step aside and see who cares. Yeah. I don't want to talk about none of that, though, guys. Barely. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Jenny. Twinkles. I need Pepsi. Yeah. I think I need to get some. What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because everyone's snowed in together or what, but why is everybody fighting? Why is everyone breaking up? Why is everybody fighting? You should do a series on narcissistic abuse. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I definitely will be doing that. Because that kind of comes with abuse, or the domestic violence. A lot of people are like, how do I know if I'm in a domestic violence situation? And it's like, well, we better not go there. I don't want to offend anybody. I should post more content. Yeah, it's coming soon, guys. Is my head throbbing? No. Is your head throbbing? I had a head. That was another thing. During the day, I had like a headache yesterday or something. And I had taken, I think it was in the morning, but yeah, that's usually how I know I'm sick. My face was burning. I got like, my tongue is sore. And it's all like, when you have lupus and you get sick, that's the shit that happens. I hate it. Ramen noodles, maybe. Do a battle. Alright, you guys want a battle? I can't put the battle on YouTube, though. Bring back Flintstone? I will with time, guys. Not right now. I'm really cold. But I don't want to put a sweatshirt or anything on because I don't know if I have a temperature, but I had one on earlier and my face was all flushed. You're starting Manjaro? Good luck. At least it's not Ozempic. Do you guys remember when I took Ozempic and I had that thing bulging out of the side of my neck? Oh my God. It was huge. Yes, it was. Would they ever say it was? I don't know. It's not cancerous. But as soon as I stopped the Ozempic, it went away. It does. Yeah, it causes, if you Google it, Ozempic causes thyroid cancer, especially in those who already have a thyroid problem. People lose weight on it and think they're better than everyone. Yeah, I don't like that when people lose weight and then they just think that they're God's gift to the world or whatever. God's gift to all men or whatever, fuck. And it's like, seriously? Your heart's still ugly? Jason. Asher's so sweet to me. Yeah. What's there not to be sweet to? I'm a lovable person. I'm just not going to put up with people's bullshit. And I hate that I have these intuitions, and I will know that you're cheating before you even think about cheating. And I may not ever say anything. I may just leave it alone. It's just an example. I may just leave it alone. Yes. It's just an example. Like, I know when things aren't right. And that overwhelming feeling that something doesn't feel right. And I always will go with that feeling. A narcissistic trait is isolation. Yeah, they will isolate you from your family and friends and not want you to, like, be around them because they want you all to themselves. They don't want you to get, they don't want you talking to anybody else because they don't want them to tell you what's wrong. Because sometimes it takes someone to point out, like, hey, he's kind of controlling. They don't want that, so they try to isolate you from your friends. The silent treatment, yeah, the silent treatment too. And you guys, look, I always say it takes me a while to process stuff. So I'll take a step back and always, but I do it in my own way. If somebody's mad, I don't just walk away. You know what I mean? Like, more like, no, let's talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, and that's what you do, like, it's a punishment, bro, narcissists are funny. Like, they just... Oh, yeah, don't waste your time trying to get any kind of validation from them. Because, no. They will never apologize for anything. Nothing. Well, it's like, yeah, you'll never get closure. And they will never admit they've done something wrong. Like, it's crazy. And then they create problems. Like, it's so weird. I call it their false reality. They create problems that, like, aren't really there. And if they can't find anything, they just, like, make shit up, and it's the littlest shit. Yes, they are always very angry. Especially when they don't get their way. A narcissist don't get their way, haha. I feel like if somebody is genuinely not a good person, it's like my body rejects them. Like, I can't force myself to be around that person. I just can't do it. Like, it's something very unsettling inside me. Like, oh yeah. And it's like, because your heart knows this is wrong, or your gut is telling you this is wrong, but your heart wants them. Like, it's so weird. The punishment, yeah, it's usually the silent treatment. But also, like, when you break up, they do a whole smear campaign. They will be telling everybody all kinds of wild shit. I had to reevaluate a situation last night, and I'm like, damn, like, why are all the red flags going up? Don't ignore your red flags, guys. And that could be a friendship, a relationship, a marriage, a mother, a father. That there's red flags in everybody who, you know. Yeah. Why do they do silent treatment? Because because narcissists are fucking weird. That's what they do. They ignore you. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Now, it's one thing to, like, and it doesn't, even when you're mad, like, I feel like, you guys, you should never leave somebody mad, because you don't know what's gonna happen, you know, like, they will create shit in their head. They absolutely will, man. And they will run with that. Like, it's the wildest shit. If you think you're in a narcissistic relationship, I suggest you leave, because they will have your fucking mind going every which way. And by the time you're done, you will be so exhausted. They do, they drain you of everything. It's not always like name calling. Well, it can be, absolutely. But people think always, well, yeah, the love bombing too. People think that, oh, he's not, like, cussing at me or calling me names, so he must not be a narcissist. No, a narcissist can say just the rudest shit, dude. The narcissists are always the ugly ones. Facts, bro. But it's always some of the cute ones too, though. Everyone's gonna go crazy. Like, it's not ugly ones. It'll be the ones that, think they're cute. Yeah, my body, it's like, that's with anybody that's not a good person. I just cannot make myself go around them for some reason. Hi, Kelly. What are we talking about? Or, I don't know, we got on the some random subject of narcissist. They're good at what they do. Absolutely, they are. Yeah. And they will never, like, it will always be the other person's fault. Always. They will never say, hey, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have ignored you for 20 hours. I apologize. Never. They're going to flip that on you. Well, you shouldn't have. Nah. It's like, a narcissist doesn't always know they are a narcissist. And in fact, when you point it out to them, they get mad. You do the same thing, yeah. Oh, I know when somebody's not a good person, because it's like it's like this feeling that I can't even describe. It's like when people say the hair on the back of their neck was standing up. It's something like that, but it's more intense. And I will have to remove myself from the situation or distance myself from it, because from that person, because they'll always say, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. No, they say that because they want to get what they want. They want to get exactly where they want to be. Then they're going to start their bullshit. Yeah, a lot of them are physically abusive. And all of the abuses, as well. They also will try to, hold on guys. Yeah, they will, sorry. They will, I got cold all of a sudden. I was hot and like, now I'm freezing. I need a jacket. Hold on guys. They will. They like to be in total control of you. And it's really weird. How does isolation start? Well, they will tell you, I don't want you hanging out with that person. Are you talking to them again? Are you going to see them again? They start slowly taking people out of your life. And they also will ruin relationships between you and other people as well, because they're so jealous. Do a series? Yeah, I was talking about it. I should get on and talk about it, because you guys, it's good to raise awareness, because people don't, when you're in a narcissistic relationship, you don't realize that you're in it until people start pointing it out. Like, so if you're flipping through TikTok and someone says something about a narcissistic and something they did, and you're like, wow, my person did that too. Like, you know what I mean? Because they have your mind so fucked up. I'm gonna have to eat something. I'm shaking. Yes, they're crazy. But they'll make you feel like you're crazy. And guys, like, I know there's some of you in here, like, saying, you know, you got to teach them. You don't need to teach anybody anything, and you cannot teach a narcissist anything. You cannot change a narcissist. You cannot. No matter how much you try. Right. Well, I'm like an easygoing person, you guys. Coming from nursing, like, I approach people in different ways. And, right. I mean, I can't explain it, but I have always, all my life, got along with, like, at work, like, you know, the most difficult patients, I would be pretty much the only one in the building that could go in there. Because, and I think it's about treating them like they're human. You know what I mean? Right. So I get along with pretty much everybody. I think there's like one person in my life right now that I just absolutely cannot get along with. And it's disheartening. Right. And you love them so much, but at the same time, like, that's exactly how it goes, Jesse. Hi, Secret. Yeah, so if I don't get along with somebody, it really sticks out to me. And no matter how much I've tried to get along with this person, we just don't. I just can't. Because I feel like I'm not gonna kiss your fucking ass while you do all your fuck shit and say the things you say to me. You know what I mean? A narcissist always wants you to kiss their ass. Yeah, they always want you to praise them. They're also cheaters. Absolutely. They are cheaters. A narcissist is, they're pretty much cheaters. They will. They'll make you feel like you're fucking insane. That's why it's better when you end that relationship or marriage or friendship, whatever it is, it's better when you walk away from that situation. It is better to go no contact. No contact at all, because they will manipulate you back into their life, and they will have you thinking, oh my God, I've done all this shit wrong. I did this and this and this, and this is why we fell out. When really it was them. I should be a counselor. I took a couple years of psychiatry. Yeah, we learned all about narcissists. You do. You take your trauma bonded sometimes, and you have to break that cycle. No, you guys, they will never, never believe that they've done something wrong. They will never just say, hey, I'm sorry I did that last night. Hey, I'm sorry I ignored you for 20 hours. Hey, I'm sorry. They also withhold, intimacy from you. And they will never say that they've done something wrong. Oh, because they don't think anything is wrong with them, Kelly. You think you're in a narcissist relationship? Girl, you better run, okay? Because they will, and they will accuse you of cheating, but really they're the ones cheating. And when you say, and this is another thing a narcissist does, when you say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that situation, could you please not, like, where were you all night? You didn't message me, you didn't talk to me, you didn't come home. Where were you? Like, what were you doing? And then, were you talking to somebody else? And they get so offended. They get so offended. Yeah, and it's always true. You're right. It was bad. Your breakup. Oh, the smear campaign. Yes. I've had a couple friends go through it. And they would leave so exhausted. So exhausted. One of them, you guys, she didn't even have the strength to get out of bed for days. She'd literally just go to the bathroom and go back to bed. And I let her stay at my house for a couple days, and she slept. She was so fucking mentally and physically exhausted from that man that she literally slept for like 4 or 5 days straight. I just let her sleep it off. I took her food and, tried to go in there and talk to her, but she really just was so tired. Yeah, you can't make them leave. You just have to be there for them, Do you think a narcissist knows they are one? No, a lot of them, I think a lot of them in the back of their mind, they're like, oh shit, everything they said in that video, I do. Maybe I need to change my ways. But they will never admit it to like anybody else. And a narcissist will never change. Yes, and they always tell you about a crazy ex. Absolutely. Yes, they do. My ex did this, my ex did that, but you didn't once ever say anything you did wrong. Not one time. And you know you weren't perfect, because nobody is. They have no compassion. That's another thing. Let's talk about that. They have absolutely no fucking compassion for you. Not at all. You could work a whole week straight and be so tired, and they will never, not one time, ask if you're okay. Yes, Jesse. If you're sick or something, they won't ask if you're okay. Narcissists are funny. Yes, they are. Not funny like they make me laugh. They're funny like in the way they move. They're goofy. Yeah, they have absolutely no fucking compassion. They don't care. They do not care about your feelings at all. Because if you express to them, hey, you know, this is how I'm feeling about this, they will literally turn that all the way around on you. Always. Hi, Kara. Yeah, they also, you're right, Jason. They also will, look at Jason. Are you, they also, hi, Tammy. Finish what? Oh, was I about to say something? What was I going to say? I don't remember. Probably something about a fucking crazy narcissist. Yes, they will love bomb you. And say they will tell you fucking anything to get you in their presence. Anything. And when they don't get their way, oh my God. They do. They throw fits. Hi, Damien. If the world was burning down, they would expect you to walk through it just to get to them. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't have compassion. And when you lack that compassion, like, none of them are good people. Yeah. And you know, it's kind of sad because you can see the good in those people. In some of them, you can see the good. But at the same time, like, yeah, they're demons. Yes, they're good manipulators. Uh-huh. To literally say they'll shine your ass just to get you there. Yeah. And it's like they tell you the love bombing. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. We're going to do this together and we're going to do that. And it's like my gut instinct tells me that none of that's going to happen. Right? Because exactly, and how they are in messages with you is exactly how they are in real life. Man, I call them keyboard warriors, because they will sit behind that phone and send a bunch of words, rude and fucking just ridiculous shit, and just be so mean. But they won't send a voice clip of them saying it. They won't call you on the phone and say it. They won't say it to you in real life. Well, some of them probably do. They get real mean. But it's easy to sit behind a keyboard and punch all that in. I am too. I'm like, bitch, come to my fucking face and say that. I'll show up at your door. They will. They'll be like, this person said this about you. This person said that about you. Yeah, just to like get you where they want you, pretty much. They do, and they have no regard for your feelings. If you're feeling uncomfortable, they force you into situations that you're uncomfortable with. Yes, absolutely. They evil demons, yes. No, they don't respect your boundaries at all. That's another thing. They do not. A baked potato. I just thought maybe if I eat this, they'll create barriers between you and people. They'll try to sabotage the relationship you have with some people. Yeah, telling them lies, sending them rude messages, leaving them rude comments. Like, that's another narcissistic trait. Like, yeah, there's no being their friend. You can't, like, just some of the stories, like, They also say their family is so bad to get in with you. Oh, yeah. They'll say their family's so bad to them. Just to make you feel bad. It's funny to watch a narcissist throw a fit. Yeah. They don't get their way, man. Oh, man. And here's the thing, guys. They act like they're so perfect, right? And they act like... I don't know how to explain it. They act like they're so perfect, right? And they'll sit there and tell you all the things that you've done wrong, while you're sitting there thinking, do you think you're fucking perfect, bro? Like, and God forbid if you tell them all the things that they've done. It's like, I could say so much about you, but I'm not that kind of person. Yeah. They're also jealous. Yeah. Very jealous. It will take a victim 5 to 7 times or something like that to leave for good. You will keep going back because they've loved bombed you so much that you want that person that they promised you they were. But in reality, that person doesn't exist, you know? They're crazy, I know. You think Florida man's a narcissist? You guys, I'm no psychiatrist, but I took psychology. And I know a narcissist when I fucking see one. But being in the situation, it is very hard to see that they're a narcissist until somebody points it out. That's why it's so important that if you know somebody in a relationship like that, that you point it out to them so that they may get mad, but it's going to set in their mind. And they're going to hold on to that. And they're going to eventually go back to that and start putting it all together. Because you fall in love with that fake character they made up of themselves. That person never existed. That's who they want you to believe that they are. Yeah, they will never do anything for anybody else. Nothing. They will take from you, though. Some of these I feel like I'm chewing through a bone. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, maybe the bone's so soft I'm chewing through it. Is that possible? Oh, it's ribs. I'm not really eating the ribs. I'm really feeding them to Sadie. I wanted the potato because it'll make me full. And I feel like the ribs are too much. I might throw it up. And not intentionally, but my stomach is not right. But I'm shaking because I threw up everything. They always say they're a good-hearted person, too. Yeah. Yeah, they will. I got a good heart. I'm a good person. I'm the same way. It's like, no, can we really talk about what you did to your ex? Can we really talk about you blamed all this stuff on her? You blamed all this stuff on him. Them. I'm going to say them because it could be a boy, a man, or a female. You blamed all this stuff on them. Never once said, hey, I acted on, they were treating me this way, so I did this. They'll never say that. Come on, guys. Well, when you try to tell them how a situation went down, they will say, that's not how this went, and they'll flip it. They don't want to hear about you. They don't want to know about your feelings because they don't care. Right, where we're, most victims are want to be in tuned in their partner's life. Like, we care about their feelings. Where are they? Have they eaten? Did they drink anything? Did they get sleep? Are they okay? A narcissist doesn't have those, they just, they don't have that compassion to ask. It's all about them, always. What they want. A trick to a narcissist is crush their ego. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like that either. I gotta get off of here, guys. I gotta get some stuff done. We'll continue this conversation later.